Welcome to today's morning movement and meditation practice. I'm Ashley. I lead you through the daily 30-minute practice every so often, actually every weekday at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm glad you're here, whether it's morning or afternoon. Doesn't matter. You'll still find some benefit of breaking up the day, moving, breathing, and feeling good. Setting an intention for even this next 30 minutes, or it can be for the entire day. So I have been going alphabetical through my affirmation deck of cards, and this one's a tricky one for me for some reason, but we're going to use it anyway. I am humble. I shouldn't say that's tricky for me. I am humble. I make a difference more than I declare my importance. So today and every day, we're not going to show off here. It's not about how deep you can get into these stretches or these movements, which is why I'm not watching you intently, because I know that we're making a difference in our bodies, but we're not going overboard. We're not trying to be flashy. We're not showing off. We're just humbly doing our daily practice. So it starts standing. Come on up with me. Yoga mat or no yoga mat, doesn't matter. Take your feet wide. It's a way to be stable, especially if it's early for you. Turn the toes out. Take the hands down next to your thighs. And you're kind of bouncy, so you've got this bend in the knees. It's called a horse stance. Hands by the thighs. We draw the hands up to the shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down. Let them go, lower down. It's called base breathing. Breath to movement. Simple thing to start with. Allows our mind to come to the present by checking in with the breath and also connecting it with a bit of movement as to not get too distracted. You can close your eyes and, being that we're at home, make as much or as little different sounds as you need. Let's turn it into wheel breath. So hands come up to shoulders. Press it forward and down. So this nice circular pattern reflected of the breath as well. So in through the nose, down the back of the body, filling the lungs from bottom to top. And as you exhale, the air comes up through the front of the chest and again out the nose. We're going to add on one more breath-based movement here today. Let's take the hands to shoulders, hold it. Extend the arms forward and let them extend all the way. Wrists grow loose. Inhale, straighten the arms, reach up. It's called brush hands. Exhale, bend the knees, a little squat as you brush the hands forward and down. You do not have to touch the floor. Inhale, rise up. So pick a color perhaps and brush the front of your room, front of your space. Something calming, grounded. Let's move it to the side. Turn it to the right side. Flex your right foot, straight right leg. Exhale, bowing down. Feel the hamstring. Little bend in the back knee. Inhale, rise up like a rainbow. We're going to switch sides. Other side. Exhale, toes up, left toes up, right knee bent. Two more, back and forth. You rise up, reach up, and bring the hands down. Just float them down. Bend the knees again. Okay, we're moving into head or neck rotations. Take the chin to chest and rock side to side. So we make full circles or half circles. And bring your head back up. Let's try a little bit deeper by taking hands behind the back Interlace the fingers and squeeze the shoulders. We'll do this a couple times today, so I want to make sure that we're stretched out. So hands behind the back, again, chin to chest, and rock side to side a couple times. Release, lift the head back up, release the hands. Give your arms a little shake, make fists with the hands. Circles, arm circles, moving down the body. This first section of our practice is head to toe movement. So we're going from our head, breath, neck, to shoulders, making your way down. Switch directions. And then bring it to a close or stop. Shake out the wrists or rotate the wrists a few times because you've got to do all the little joints of the body. Bent knees, keeping those legs growing stronger. Shake out the hands. Take the hands on the waist, just off the waist, and we twist side to side. Oh, oh man, twist. Okay. Right away, it sometimes feels it's a bit much. It's been, a night of sleeping, a little stiffness, especially if you're having any kind of stress or anything emotional that can sometimes show up in the body as tightness in different areas. For you, it might be more in the shoulders, or might be in the waist or the hips. Okay, but as you start to warm up, and we're here for a little while, a few seconds, a few more rotations, you can start to get deeper or start to get faster just based on what you need. Now make fists with the hands, and we're going to sway, slow it down, sway side to side, tapping the lower back and just above the chest with the hands. Okay, just a couple more movements for this first section. I'm going to bend the knees again, let that go. Noodle arms. Open up the arms, press the elbows back, press the hands back. Inhale. Exhale, press one hand down, other hand comes across. Inhale, back up. Exhale, press it down and over. No, don't yawn. Lift. Sorry about that. Exhale, press down and over. It just happens. Okay, lift back up. One more side bend. Reach up. All the way, straight legs, straight everything. Hands come out and down. Step the feet together. Legs, last thing we're doing for section one. Step 1 foot back, the knee comes up. High knees or high kicks. Straighten the leg. Try to pause right at the top. Find the end of an exhale and core strength to go, ha. Make the sound if you want to. Hi-ya. Or not. So it's not a leg swing like a momentum thing. We're actually trying to use that strength to get that leg and knee up there. Switch sides. You're already looser on this first side, so take your time. Knee first. And possibly straight leg after a couple knees. Oop. balance. Okay, we'll bring it down. That's, balance tricky sometimes. It's okay. And that'll be our head to toe section of our practice, which is a great little routine to come back to anytime you're not feeling like being extra creative or inspired or, showing off or doing anything fancy. Just a simple, get our bodies moving, take a break for the day. So come to the top of your mat if you have one. If not, just have space behind you. And your feet are about hip distance apart. If it's still early morning and you're still not quite there yet, feet hip distance. Feet together if it is more comfortable for you. Some people prefer that. So standing in mountain pose. So we draw up through the body, long, tall spine, crown of the head lifted, nice and proud. Turn the palms forward, actually. So external rotation of the hands. Thumbs turned out. Reach those arms up. Connect the hands at the top. And then bring your hands down to your hearts. Reconnecting with our intention for today. I am humble. I make a difference more than I declare my importance. So let's make a difference with some simple sun salutations. And of course, we'll add a humble warrior in there too. We've got to. That's just a given. So let's take those hands and reach up. Exhale, open the arms and fold down. Whew. If you're feeling a little tight in the hamstrings, allow that bend in the knees. Relax the neck. Lengthen through the back. Hands can stay on the floor or on the shins as you press. Gaze in front of the toes. And take your time to step and walk it back. Walk, 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 back to plank pose. No rush. I pause in each of these, specifically in the first round, so we can really feel it, so we get time to get into it. Plank pose, just like mountain pose, we were standing, but now we're simply tipped over. So strong in the body, straight, strong. Press into the hands, the fingertips. And possibly, I'm going to do it, take the knees down. There we go. Taking the knees down alleviates some of the shakiness and discomfort. Take a deep breath in, shifting just slightly forward. Bend the elbows and hug them close to your body. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. Press into the hands, lift the heart, lift the chest, the gaze, upward facing dog. Take a pause here. Good. As you exhale, find that exhale. Look down. Lift the hips and the pelvis first. Core strength leading the way. Up and back to downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. It's our first down dog. Good place to check in, to get comfortable. Okay, finish your exhale and walk your feet forward. We'll move a little bit quicker with that pace this time. Lengthen through the back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up, bend the knees, open those arms, reach up. We're going to come right back down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Take one inhale, shift high on the toes, or take the knees. Exhale, hug those elbows in, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Yes? Good. I just assume yes, we're good. Taking our time. Couple bends in the knees or pressing the heels just down and slightly out. Is your fingertips pressed down too? Fingers spread wide. Chest is pressing towards the thighs. And last, exhale out and down and facing dog. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. If you want to try it, you can do it. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees sitting back. Let's go chair pose. Reach up. Chair pose, reaching up, maybe slightly forward, or cactus arms. So in this chair pose, first we're going to actually, everybody do cactus arms. I'm just going to turn slightly. Cactus arms. Then take your right arm over the left. You can grab your shoulders or eagle arms in chair pose. Press the elbows forward and up. Bend the knees a little deeper. So right arm above the left. Okay, eagle arms. No eagle legs. We're not in that kind of position for a crazy balance pose like that. Okay, keep pressing the elbows up and away. Release the arms, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. We'll keep this simple today. Take a deep breath in, half lift. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Here we go. Back heel spins down. Rise up for our warrior one. Warrior one. Adjust if you need to, adjust the feet. Step out a little wider. We're turned, our hips are turned towards the front. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Here's our humble warrior. Press the palms together or grab the elbows or wrists. That works too. Do what you can. Squeeze the shoulders, look up, find that little back bend. Bend that front knee. And then bow forward. Lean forward. Right shoulder towards right knee. Hands up if you would like, or keep them on your low back. Relax the head, the neck, and look back towards that back foot. Make sure that right hip's not sneaking out to the side. We're pulling it in line with the center of the mat. Can we stay here? Maybe, yes. One more breath. Good, release this by lifting up. Rise up. Oh man, hands come down to the floor. Frame the foot and step back to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog or come with me for that vinyasa, shifting forward to plank pose. Exhale, bent elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We'll walk the feet forward, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Back to chair pose. Feet can stay hip distance or maybe together. Just ground down through the heels, bend the knees, reach up. Yep, got it. Okay, bend the elbows once again. See, we're doing that eagle arm cross. Left arm above right. Shoulder, grab the shoulders, or we're going to completely wrap. Back so the hands can connect or the palms connect. Bend the knees. And the reason we're doing this is as a counter pose to the hands behind the back. So we're stretching out the chest and shoulders, upper back. Press the elbows forward and lift them higher. Good, release it. Release the hands, reach up, chair pose. Hands to the ground, exhale. Whew. Let go, straighten the legs. Half lift, inhale. Right foot steps back this time. Back heel to the ground so you root down into that warrior stance. Back heel the farthest from the body. Rise up. Warrior one. Turn towards the front. Hands behind the back. Do opposite thumb on top. Might feel a little bit weird. Opposite thumb on top as you press them together. You bend a bit deeper, little back bend, look up, open, and then bow. Take it forward, left shoulder to left knee. Relax the head, look back, and hug the hips in towards the midline of the body. There's a tendency for that right shoulder to hike up. Bring it down so they're even and level. Keep squeezing the legs together. One more slow, steady breath. Build that heat in the body. And rise up. That was our humble warrior. Reach up. Take it down, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. And last opportunity to do our little flow series here. So we can shift to plank Exhale, elbows bent, tricep push-up, up dog, and down and facing dog. Feel free to anytime skip those, particularly if you've got any pain in your body. Do not push it. Good. And then take those knees down. That's it, knees down, hands walk back underneath the shoulders. Do a couple cat and cows to even out. Arch the back and look up. Round the back and look down. One more time. And back to neutral. Cross the ankles, sit back. And our last portion of our practice is meditation. I always get a couple hip pops, so you might have to just sort of adjust in your seated pose. We don't do a lot of seated poses in this practice because it is a wake up, I want us energized. And we end with meditation seated rather than lying down, Shavasana. Because same thing, I want us to feel uplifted, stay alert and awake. All right, so here we go. Comfortable position. This section, this part of our class, our practice, can often be the most challenging. It may or may not be. It is for me, so I assume it might be for some of you. Simply sitting without getting up and checking off our to-do lists. Just simply sitting and making a difference, a subtle difference by practicing calm, peace, internal strength. It doesn't have to look fancy. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it is making a difference. So rest your hands wherever is most comfortable. Your eyes can be closed or open, just looking down, nothing in particular. And take a few really deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Through the nose or the mouth, it's up to you. Do that again. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let go. And tuning back to our affirmation. I am humble. What shows up in your body? What sensations arise when you say that affirmation to yourself? I am humble. I am making a difference. And you might even recall a time in your life where you did something for someone or for the world, even something small, without requiring praise or recognition. Do things for the simple knowledge of helping, but it's anonymous. This might be picking up trash on the sidewalk when no one's around. It might be noticing someone left their car door open, so you closed it for them. Small gestures that can make a difference, but don't need praise. Big gestures can also be the same. So today, we're going to try that. Moving forward, making usually small differences in the world as you're out and about, without needing to be seen. Just knowing inside is the right thing to do. So over the next few minutes, we'll simply sit with that in mind. I am humble. I make a difference without declaring importance. And just notice how that feels to sit with that phrase in your body for a few minutes. And then I'll guide us out to conclude. Okay, let's start to take a deeper breath. Coming back slowly, wiggle the fingers. The eyes start to open. And a smile's on your face. We are done with another day of morning movement, morning yoga, whatever you want to call this practice. We are complete. So let's take our hands, turn them up, reach up all the way, connect the hands where you seal it all in and bring the hands down to your heart. Thumbs pressed to your chest. One more inhale together and let it go. Thank you so much for joining in today's yoga practice. I hope to see you again very soon, maybe next week.